The concept of recycling is nothing new. Neither is making art out of repurposed materials. But if you combine the two and throw a party, you end up with Toronto's annual Pulp Paper Art Party. This innovative event reminds us to be kind to our environment by celebrating sustainable art. So welcome to Pulp's Paper Playground, where protecting our planet is encouraged through music, play, and dance.
The objective of the Pulp Paper Art Party is to do environmental research and get a community of artists together to work in a fun environment and create a unique space. A lot of people focus on recycling, but recycling is only the third R in the triple R philosophy. Before that, you have reduce and you have reuse. And not a lot of people are reusing, and that's really a shame.
This event definitely lets us make a difference through art to bring awareness to how much paper is actually being wasted, giving it a new life after its original use.
Well, this is where the world is going. We really are trying to use what is available now, and it's about reducing the ecological footprint and make it a more sustainable world.
There's a lot of discussion right now in architecture and design about using reclaimed materials as a construction material. And I think it's very important that we stop treating some of these materials as garbage because they have a lot of potential.
Hi, my name is Mary Ellen Lynch, and our piece is called Barnacles. We're an architectural firm, and we use a lot of paper. We also get a lot of paper coming into our office by way of catalogs and magazines, design magazines. So we have a lot of recycling. And my whole team of 5 of us folded paper for the last several weeks from our bin. And we had a lot of fun just exploring different shapes with origami. Our logo is 5 kind of interlocking stones, if you will. And so we thought barnacles attaching to the rocks seemed like an interesting 3-dimensional object to explore. I think art is something that touches people in a very personal way, and so this is something that brings sustainability, which is kind of a serious subject, into something that's a little bit more playful.
Hi, my name is Graham Brindle, and our project is called Sound Canopy. So the way our installation works is based on the childhood paper cup telephone. When someone speaks into the tube above, the sound travels through the wire and into the cone below. Hey, you think we're ready? Yeah, totally. So the piece is comprised of tubes right above and the canopy below. The tubes are recycled from an architectural office, from printing rolls, and the paper here comes from an architectural school, leftover materials. The lines are all made out of fishing wire, which carries sound in a very efficient way. When we imagined the paper cup telephone before, we always thought it was kind of a kid's game that they pretend. But when you start playing with these things, like you can hear sound over 30, 50 feet when you connect 2 cups together. So it was a really fun discovery for us when we found out this is actually a scientific principle.
Hi, my name is Evan, and our piece is called Illuminous. The inspiration for this piece is to combine parametric design, video projection mapping, along with the recycled paper and weaving it together. To build this project, we cut up sheets of 8.5 by 11 paper into thirds, folded them and folded again, and one more time into loops, and then we hand wove it all together into the large screens. Participating in the Pulp Paper Art Party is a great experience to exhibit these unique pieces with all these amazing artists and to have it displayed in the party environment, which isn't normal for an art exhibit.
Hi, my name is Ksenia Spacek and my piece is The Shadow Sessions. I was walking home and I noticed this pile of beautiful Venetian blinds, wooden, glorious things. And I had no idea how I was going to get them home, but I figured, okay, these are on the curb, this would be a fantastic material. So I made several trips and I got them home, and so that's what I ended up making the booth out of. The first installation I ever made was for the previous PULP party, which was the first one ever. So I've kind of grown with it, and I've developed an awareness of the material, and now when I walk around and I see the stuff that people have thrown out, there's this, you know, when you walk into a restaurant and you smell something and you start to salivate, it's the same kind of reaction. You're not seeing the thing that is on the sidewalk, you are seeing the thing that it could become.
Hi, my name is Andrew Chung, and our piece is called Request for Proposals. Our idea, Request for Proposals, is about using every single sheet that we use to print on presentation material, every single idea, structural drawing, or sketch that we're trying to get and put together. And we're using the flimsiest blueprint paper we could find. We are all architects and engineers, but then we wanted to use something that we knew well, that we did well. And knowing that the cause for this party was going to the women's shelter, Street Haven, we thought it'd be representative to use this canopy as a shelter, a representative metaphor for saying that all the proceeds that happen tonight will go to them, and in a way it also becomes a physical manifestation of that idea.
Hello, my name is Luisa and our piece is called The Rainbow House. This party is raising money for the shelter, so they wanted to incorporate the women at the shelter. Together we developed the concept. The main theme of the installation is house and shelter, so it symbolizes protection basically. It's a place to sleep, a place to gather. The concept of this house being on top of a chair is just to have that idea of, you know, it's a way to reach out to the public and to have that connection between people and people in the shelter, that we also have that need of being part of society.
When you think of charity, a lot of times it is about money, but it can be so much more than that. It can be a true social impact. Providing that kind of positive experience to women living in an emergency shelter, I mean, again, you can't monetize that.
People don't like being spoon-fed. I think there's quite a lot of that going on for the environmental cause. You're looking at art and you occasionally remember that these used to be something else. Hopefully the same shift that happened with me, where you look at the materials and you don't perceive them as garbage anymore, happens to people who look at the art that's made out of those materials.
We don't think about this as only being a contribution to Toronto. We think of this as being a contribution to the ideas of the world. How do we come up with new solutions that when we put it out there, all over the world, people will start looking at Toronto or just what we're doing and start thinking, you know what, let's embrace this idea.